get down like shots get licked. Nigga back down, react now. I rain on your life just like a black cloud. Niggas claiming fucked out, but watching on the background. Don't watch no face, cause even skinny niggas pack pounds. The max sounds a brave heart, scatter like roaches, it's hopeless. Trying to beg for mercy, cold shoulders. Blacks, I stay focused. I don't smoke Joe, but the flow sounds like it's laced with coke, the most potent. Choking, overdosing on the lethal potion of oral blue. Blacks hardware, we got you open like a filthy slut. After she fucked by a 10-man gang, I just let my nuts hang. It's over like the fat bitch sang, over like the show when the shots rang. Yo, I sink in my fangs into whoever step in my way. On the road to riches, cause it's MOB life. That means money over bitches, yeah.
It's mob life, MOB's the way. Money over bitches every motherfucking day. It's mob life, it's over for these fake soldiers. Most niggas holding gas are just posers. It's mob life, MOB's the way. Money over bitches every motherfucking day. It's mob life, it's over for these fake soldiers. Most niggas holding gas are just posers. Chip on my shoulder, no one gets to live till they're older. You might find your mind blown while you drink a great soda. Tip for a soldier, feds got your life in a folder. Put your head in a post, you're only dead cause you're culture. Dead or alive, so many lies, too many spies. I feel like I'm low on my flies. I'm the ghost in the skies, and I spit like a stove and it fries. Exploding my eyes from a young age, always chosen to ride. Ferocious mind, the coldest kind. I feel like hope is flying, no is crying. The pain is too hopeless, trying focus piling so I can get my motion rising. Analyzing niggas that eat with me, speak with me, tell me what you need to see. Probably the same thing as me, a big house, some cars and a family. Just to be free, no one to tell me to freeze. Mob life, MOB's the way. Money over bitches every motherfucking